One and all. My name is Bob Godfrey. I'm co-chairman of the UVU Auto Expo. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's coming, everybody that's here, all our vendors, all our supporters, the hot rodders, and a thank you to the committee members and everybody here that's helping out with the show. It's the 2014 UVU show, tribute to all the veterans this year. We've got an excellent turnout. We've got a lot of good activities going on. We got Ed Jones of his wheel standing fire truck. We just want to take this opportunity. Thank you for coming out and being part of our show.
very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American Legion Post 72 of Orem, Utah, Kelly Kirkpatrick, Quartermaster, Brad Prescott, Commander, and 10 members of the Honor Guard. Kelly?
Thank you, JC. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for the commission that's asked us to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to put the flag up on the flagpole now. Commander Prescott, take over.
Flag detail, 10, up, forward, 1, left, 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 right, left, detail, halt.
Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to sing as we raise the flag.
One.
Would you please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What we'd like to do now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present each of the branch of service flags. The United States Army. United States Marine Corps. United States Navy. Trades Merchant Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, in reverence, we present the POW MIA flag. For those who have given their lives, I'm going to ask bugler Carl Furr to play taps. Veterans, present march. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our portion of the day's activities. May God bless each one of you, and may God bless this great United States of America. Thank you.
Bigger and louder, let's hear it for our veterans out there.
I'm Dwayne Ashmead, and I brought a 1955 Mercedes 300 SL, which is commonly known as a gull wing. If you look at it head on, it looks like a bird in flight when the doors are open. The car is really advanced for the period. It's a 6-cylinder inline engine, but it's fuel injected, and the car is capable of speeds in excess of 150 miles an hour, which is really significant when you think of a car that was built in 1955. It has a tubular frame that weighs about 240 pounds, and it's a very light car and very fast. It was built to race, not really for the road. Max Hoffman, who was the importer of Mercedes, convinced Mercedes-Benz to build the car, and they said, "We will do it if you will buy 1,000 units." And he said, "Okay." So he started, and he sold about 350 units, and then he went broke. So the franchise was picked up by Studebaker-Packard and finished that way. This particular car, however, was not sold by Max Hoffman. This was sold new in Belgium and then brought to the United States. And I'm the third owner of the car. It's a low mileage car. It's got about 28,000 miles on it and has never been restored. It's an original car. It's a fun car to drive, but it can be a handful at times too. I've been coming to the Auto Expo for many years now. I'm really pleased to be here. As I understand it, 100% of the proceeds go for scholarships for the students in the automotive technology area, and I think that is significant and makes me pleased to be a part of it and to be able to help them.
Fahrenheit. I'm automotive department chair for automotive department. It includes diesel mechanics technology, automotive technology, collision repair technology, and we have a custom and street rod shop. We offer 1-year certificates in each of those areas. We also offer 2-year certificates of completion in those areas. And you can also get an Associates of Applied Science degree. And we have the car show, which is one of our big events. It's probably the biggest car show in the state. Definitely in the Intermountain West in terms of the swap meet, which we have, which is huge. Over here is the land speed record holder, not currently, but has been, and that's run the first week of September. We do have one of the biggest, most well-equipped shops in the Intermountain states, and we feel we've got one of the best programs around. So, if you're so inclined, if you'd like a career, this is the place to go.
I'm Ed Jones and my wife Wendy are here. We are at the UVU car show, and today we brought the 31 Chevrolet Jelly Belly wheel stand, and we're going to be firing it up here in a little while and making some noise and shooting out a little fire out of the back and making it smell like Jelly Belly and have a good time here. We've done this show, we did it last year, and this is the second year for us in that, and what a wonderful show it is. I understand they got about 800 cars there this year, and some beautiful cars, really nice. Cars and trucks and motorcycles, you name it, everything they got there.
What a neat car show. And it's for a great cause for UVU. They really do a good job to put this on, and they have some of the best cars, and then one of the neatest shows I've ever done before. And we thank them for bringing us here. If it wasn't for you people out there, we wouldn't be here. So I got to thank each and every one of you for helping us come out here, and thank you. I'll quit jibber jabbing and see if we can make some noise and see if we can maybe make this baby smell like a little cinnamon.
I'm one of the sponsors of this great car show down here at Thanksgiving Point. UVU is the owner of the show, and all of the proceeds and stuff that they pick up from this show is going to go to education in their automotive department. Scholarships for students and people that want to learn about cars so they can maintain them and we can keep them around for a few more years. This is probably one of the best shows in the state of Utah. I've been to most all of them. This one is great. This is a super great car. They'll probably have 800-900 cars here this year, and all kinds of sponsors. And if you're in the market for a car show, this is the one you ought to come to.
What do they got this year?
They've got mostly hot rods, a lot of customs, and cars through the 50s and 60s, and that's what everybody loves. And there's a few of the older ones. There's some 30s and 40s in here too. Yep, this is a great show.
So you're right where you're on that's a pretty big deal.
That our students in the automobile technology program have renovated and retrofitted a van for one of our outstanding veterans here in the state of Utah. Mr. Dennis Pegas is here with us today, and we're awarding this van to Dennis because of the outstanding service that he has done for our country and we want to just give a little bit back and say thank you. So would you join with me in a round of applause for Dennis and the opportunity that he has given us to be here today. The van was donated to the Automobile Technology Program at UVU. Our students, guys wave, 3 of them are here with us today, were part of the program. They got together, we figured out the renovations that needed to be made to the van in order to meet Dennis's special needs. The students took part as part of their classes at UVU. They got in there, they did all the renovations themselves, we got all the equipment in, we put it all together, and today we're awarding it to Dennis, and with all the many, many thanks in the world. So thank you, Dennis, we appreciate it.
A couple things we got going on today. We have a $2,500 paint job that will be bidded on by Rotten Garage and Auto Body. They do a really, really good job. They've got a display over here to the east. If you want to go check out some of their work. We have a specialty collectible rat pink collectible little Ford truck that is signed by Eileen Roth. We have a 3-ton floor jack, a electric power washer, and we have a aluminized exhaust system for a 6.0 Power Stroke Ford donated by Keith Brereton. And then we have a Cornwell 4-drawer cart up here, donated by our Cornwell people.
We're going to work our way up to the larger items. So the last two they'll be going out is the small block Chevy is the last item. And the second to the last item will be the $2,500 valued paint job from Rotten Garage. Pittsburgh, 3-ton floor jack. I need nobody bid. Who wants to bid?
50 bucks.
I get a $50 bid from Don. That's the way you do it. Anybody want to bid? Anybody can bid. It's good money. Okay, $100 on the bid. 100 on the 3-ton floor jack. 100. 100 going once. 100 going twice. You bought it. 100 bucks. Please see Shauna. Tell her who you are.
Got a $70 bid, how about 75?
75.
Got a 75. Need an $80 bid, I got a 75 going once. Got a 75 going twice. Sold.
Electric power washer, 1,700 PSI. On the bid, going 102. $200 on the bid for the Cornwell tool. Okay. 250, 250, $250. 250. Who's up to 3? John's up to 3. Now he's getting serious about this. Look at this. All right, John's up to 3. $300. $300 for your tool card. All right, where are we going?
You gotta have fun with it.
350. 350. 350. Right? 350. Now it's bounced to 4. Okay, $400. $400 on the bid. Down. 650. 650 going once. 650 going twice. So.
Hey, I'm Charlie Hutton. I'm here at the UVU car show in Thanksgiving Point here in Utah. Beautiful weather, beautiful setting, and a lot of awesome cars. And I'm actually here with Bill Williams and with Willie's Garage Products, Detail Products. So all these shiny cars out here, you need to use the product on it.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we support this every year. The college, you know, this goes to the vocational part of what we're doing, and that's what it's all about. You know, we sell spray guns and polish, and you know, you don't sell spray guns to lawyers. You sell them to guys who go through voc school.
There you go. That's right.
Remember that beautiful car came out in 2003?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
And that was the first show I did.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
I got some beautiful.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, that car's been all over the country. We had a lot of fun with it.
Awesome.
Good to see both of you guys.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
I'm Greg Gunsenhauser, and this is my 75 Bricklin SV1. This is a car with about 7,000 miles on it that I've had for about almost 10 years now. It's built in New Brunswick, Canada. It does have an American engine and drivetrain in it, and it's quite a fun car, quite a rare car. They had assembly problems and obviously went bankrupt pretty quickly. So You have 74, 75s, and a very small number of 76s available out there. A total of not even 2,900 cars were produced. I made a comment to a guy that was doing some fiberglass work for me on another car that I have, and he said my boss has one of these. So I went out and looked at it, and this was what we found. The original purchase price, I offered the guy $1,000 more than he was asking because he had somebody back east looking at it. And after a week of not hearing from the guy, I called him up and said, well, I'll give you $1,000 more than you're asking, and that sealed the deal. I did a little bit of cosmetic work on it, you know, put in carpet. I obviously changed the tires and wheels because you don't run around on 40-year-old rubber. You know, a little cosmetic work. Other than that, this is an unrestored car.
Hello, my name's Jim Crozier. I have a 1981 DeLorean. I've had it since 1987. Had 13,000 miles on it when I bought it. It's got 150,000 on it now. So it's not a trailer queen or anything. This was manufactured in Belfast, Ireland. Contrary to what most people believe, they were manufactured in Logan. DeLorean Motor Company did have a plant in Logan, but they made snowcats. So this one was made in Belfast, Ireland. It's been a good car. I've maintained it, put a clutch and a couple water pumps in it, and that's just about it. So I don't plan on selling it. It's been a great car.
Gentlemen, that's the end of our show for the 2014 UVU Auto Expo. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate everybody that came, all the beautiful cars, all the great sponsors that we've had. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day, and we've had a great time. We've seen a lot of beautiful cars out here today. We hope to see you guys back next year for the 2015 show, and come and enjoy us again for another year. Thank you so very much for coming. We'll see you next year.
Hi, I'm Greg Miller, and I've got a 1935 Plymouth PJ Coupe. I found it about 25 years ago up in Heber area out in a farm field, and it's been in my possession ever since. It's all steel, and we've had a good time putting it together. Haven't we, Larry?
Yeah. Both of you have worked on it?
Yeah, he's
We
helped
work
me.
on each other's cars.
Oh. Tell your name.
Larry Ostler,
And then you've got a what?
56 Corvette.
So this is the first time you brought this one out?
To this cruise, I've had it at Thanksgiving Point a couple of years ago. This is the first year for being here.
What do you like about it the best?
It's eye-catching color. We've never looked back, picked that color, and it's been the best thing I've ever done. So we've had a good time with it.
How much work do you get to do on it?
Pretty much everything, short of the guy that sprayed the color on it. Yeah, it's been in the family longer than I've been married.
I'm Cody Cook. I've got a 1975 Pontiac Trans Am. It's a rare car, 455 cubic inch, 4-speed, one of 857 produced that year. Some of my favorite things about this car, it's somewhat stripped down in that it doesn't have a lot of accessories like air conditioning, power windows, and so on. It's basically a simple muscle car. Something else about this car, I get about 9 miles to the gallon. So yeah, we don't drive it a whole lot. I put about 300 miles a year on it. So.
Paul Swenson, 1968 Chev, step side, 6-cylinder, got the 292 in it. Just started restoring it. Put an automatic transmission in it, 4-barrel carburetor, and just got it to drive, power steering, just enjoyable. That's about all I can say about it. A lot of fun.
I'm Mont Brindley. This is a 1973 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Kind of a funny story behind it. I was able to trade my wife's Cadillac 10 years ago for it, and she's really glad I did. Anyway, the car's a 350 Chevrolet. It's got a 4-speed in it, makes it fun to drive, and it's just one of 5 in the collection, so I hope everybody enjoys it.
My name is Charlie Beater. I've had this, it's called a Lotus Evora. It's made by Lotus Sports Cars. They've been in racing cars and all different Lotuses since about 1960, 59. And this is an Evora. It's a bigger model than the smaller cars they've had. This one here, there's only 900 in the United States, this model. In the paint scheme on my vehicle, there's only 14 in the world. So it's a little different. It's more exotic than even a Ferrari. I mean, it's not as expensive, but it's really exotic if you were to talk about that. And I've got mine in Oregon and brought it down here to Utah County. I've had another Lotus before that had a smaller engine. This has a bigger engine. This is more of a race car. This car, they make it in, change a few things in the motor and then change it and make it a race car. And they raced it in the GT Series race courses in Europe. Here they don't have that. They don't have the GT Series, but they do in Europe. You've heard of Formula One. Well, they have the big Formula One cars too. Lotus has those. But here they don't. They do have a few Formula One races. Anyway, I've had it for the 2011. I've had it for almost 3 years, 2.5 years, and quite enjoy it. Very fun to drive, very quick and efficient, good on fuel. It's just an all-around best steering car I've ever owned, and that's why I have it.
Okay, my name's Dave Squires. My wife Sherry Squires. We do the car shows together. This is a 71 Chevelle. We bought it in 1972 from a used car lot in Ogden. It was a family car there till '89. It was getting bad shape, and we just decided, well, instead of get rid of it, we'll just fix it up and kind of go do some car shows or something with it. And then we got it done again about a year later, because it wasn't done real well. So, and we did a whole bunch of car shows, cruises, and just drove it a whole lot. Never been on a trailer, and we it sat for a few years. We lost a couple of kids, and it sat for a few years after that, and just 3 years ago on that we decided to get it going again. So we tore everything apart and got it all redone again. And I think the most thing I like about it, I like the engine. I like to hear the rumble in them and all that. It's been really a lot of fun. It's got a 406 small block. It's got a circle track cam in it, and it moves out pretty good. We have a lot of fun with it. But,
Dick Colford from Orem, and I've got a 55 Ford F100.
Now, how did you get this?
I bought this truck almost 30 years ago as a project for my son and I, and about a year after we had it, well, I took a job in California and I parked it, and it doesn't seem like we ever got back to it. And then about a year after I was retired, well, I knew I needed to finish it, so I went and got it. Brought it home and finished it, and it took me about two or 2.5 years to finish it.
You have fun with it?
Oh yeah, I do. I left it the way it is purposely because I wanted to drive it every day. And if you scratch it, you feel bad, but you don't let it bother you. And I enjoy it. Had a lot of fun with it. Good conversation piece.
My name's Tim Lamazny. I'm from South Jordan, Utah. This is my 62 Chevy 2 400 convertible. They only made convertibles 62 and 63. 62 was the first year they made them. They only came with 6 cylinders till 64. I put a V8 in it. They came with power steering, power brakes. I bought this car in '88. It's been sitting in my garage, and I've been doing college and weddings, and finally got to my time. Just finished it for the Autorama, and it's got 500 miles on it. Just enjoying it, just trying to hit every show I can.
Craig Hull, it's a 1999 Dodge Viper. It's a GTS, about 500 horsepower out of it. It's only got 22,000 miles on it, so it's been sitting in the garage most of its life. Just comes out for cruise nights and for fun.
My name is Mark Critchfield. This is my wife, Natalie. We live here locally in Springville. I have a 1968 Camaro SS RS. As a hobby, I buy these cars and restore them, and usually keep them. Sometimes I sell them. I've had this a little over a year, and I've been working on its restoration now for that much time. I've done the interiors all new. The engine compartment is significantly cleaned up and new. Everything is functional on the car, including the hidden headlights. It's just a wonderful little driver. Great little car to cruise in. Very enjoyable.
I'm out of Page, Arizona. It's a 1941 Chevy pickup. Yeah. Yeah, sure did, all the way. You want to see all the bugs on my windshield? Oh, it's kind of scary when they're going like this and they're glocking off at you going like that, it's coming towards you. Yeah, it's a 1941 Chevy. It's all steel. It's got original body or cab, original hood, original bed that's chopped down. It's got air conditioning, heater.
Did you build this all?
Pretty much, yeah. I own a body shop in Page, Arizona. I also have a 1932 Ford Coupe too, a little deuce coupe.
Now is this going to the show tomorrow?
Yeah. That one in about 50 miles away from here, yeah. Yeah.
Well, great, thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Randy Jasper from Benjamin. It's a 64 Chevy. It's got a 350 with a 400 automatic transmission. It's just been rebuilt. It's a nice little truck.
You just had it very long?
I've had it for about 2 years. It's more of a show car.
Hi, my name is Bethany Jasper. I've got a 55 Thunderbird, which has really been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed it a lot. We've had it about 2 years. It's all original. Everything but the paint color. Yeah, they're pretty fun. They're not built for big men, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Linda and Dennis Cleverly. We have a 32 3-window deuce coupe. It's got a small block Chevy engine, 700 R4 transmission. Just fun to cruise in. It's my wife's car.
It is. It's so much fun.
She said it has all the comforts in it.
It does. Air conditioning. That's my favorite comfort.
Ride's nice.
got all modern suspension in it. It just looks like a 32.
How did you get hold of this?
We bought it from a friend who flips cars. He bought it from a guy in Wisconsin, had it a week, and then sold it to us.
Completely disassembled and completely put back together to our taste.
Yeah, we bought
our
it
like.
2 years ago, and then I tore it all apart and rebuilt it. Fixed a lot of stuff that I didn't like on it.
Now it's yours.
Now it's ours.
Now I can say we built it.
Yeah.
Steve Whitlock. 460, Ford of course, C6 transmission, Pro's treated, and it's a go-fast car. It's a lot of fun. My name's Steve Whitlock, and happy to be here at the greatest show in Utah here today. I brought a 63 Falcon sedan delivery as a 460 C6 transmission. And what else? Beautiful cars. I tell you, we've got to help with the judging today, and this is almost impossible. I can't believe how gorgeous these cars they have here today. People miss out if they didn't come see these cars today.
Okay, I'm Doug Lichty. I'm known as Mustang Doug. I own Doug's Auto Inc. in Orem, Utah. Been working on cars my whole life. Bought my first Mustang when I was 15 years old. My first car was a 1957 Ford two-door hardtop. Bought that when I was 14 years old. I currently own 7 hot rods. I've got 5 on display here at the UVU show. We go down the line, a 14 Roush, Stage 3, Phase 3, 675 horse, a 2011 GT350 with 624 horse, Stage 3 Watch Link suspension. The ultimate car ever, the Ford GT supercar. Had to refinance my house to buy that one. And you go down to the 1970 Mach 1 factory 4-speed air car with a Cleveland it came with, but I turned it into a Boss 351, so it's got a lot more power, revs a lot higher. And then a 64 Falcon, totally restored down there. And the two that didn't make it today, we have a 2008 GT500 King of the Road, and it's in the trailer, all set up for drag racing. We're going out on club night, Utah Stangs versus Northern Utah Mustang owners, that's us. And then I've got a 13 GT500 that came with 662 horse, and I bumped it up to 730. Last 2 times it's been out was at Miller Motorsports Park. I was able to hit 160 on the straightaway last time out there. What I do, I own my own mechanic shop, and I try to give back to the community. I'm on the board of directors here at UVU. I'm a past president of NUMOA, the Northern Utah Mustang owners. Now I'm a technical advisor and a rider for them and the car show coordinator. And then I'm an NRA range safety officer, so I help people not kill themselves and teach them how to shoot guns better. And I'm in a singles ward bishopric, so we do a lot of fun things with all the singles in that. And I coach 2 softball teams and try to go fishing whenever I can with the grandkids. I have 14 grandkids. Okay, I love life, love the race cars. My wife's always been supportive. She can drive. When I dated, I had to find a girl that had talents and reactions and taught her to drive. She drag races and road races with me and does very well. So we do that together, and going to teach all the young ones how to do it. Our kids do a little bit of that too, but that's some of the things that make us happy and keep us going.
My name's Gene Chambers, and I'm a pinstriper, sign painter, artist, and I do hot rod artwork mostly. I paint mostly old rat rods and hot rods, and that kind of stuff. Doing the lettering right now for a guy that builds motorcycle engines, and his little place is called Classes 77 Garage. So
you chalk it out there and then...
Yeah.
Now I notice you're using a little steadying rod there.
Yeah, they call this a maul stick. I don't know if you've ever seen any pictures of Norman Rockwell. He used to use a stick like this.
Did he?
And a lot of fine artists use this maul stick to steady their hands. That way you don't have to touch the unpainted surface.
Yeah.
I paint on a lot of flat black material, and it scuffs really easy. So that's why I like to chalk it on there and then use the stick so I don't have to touch the surface.
So you're selling and making new stuff on the spot here, huh? Did somebody come by here and tell you what he wanted?
Yeah, he did. It was a guy that I painted his motorcycle helmet 2 years ago at this show, and he came looking for me, hoping I'd be here to paint this for him.
Way to go.
So it's kind of fun.
I'm Bob Roberry.
What do you got?
I've got a 56 Ford pickup. The year I graduated from high school, I bought this and worked in construction and drove it for several years. Parked on the tarp for 30 years. And when all my kids moved out, I needed something to do, I restored it. So it's been fun. We got married in this truck. My wife would never let me sell it, so kind of a fun story. This is our date night car, or truck. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame is located in the Maverick Center. We're happy that the Maverick Center has cooperated to give us a permanent place to display the Hall of Fame. In the base of the display, there's a wonderful sculpture of a 1932 Ford Roadster, reminiscent of the early days of hot rodding, as was found on the streets of Utah as early as the 1930s. Internationally known sculptor and painter Stanley Wanless holds a bachelor and a master's in fine art, a professor emeritus of the universities of both the U.S. and France, and president of the Renaissance International Incorporated, creates limited edition automotive bronze sculptures echoing his love for the automobile. With great pleasure and respect, I present for induction into the Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame, Stanley Wanless. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you, Sam. The next inductee to the Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame started his involvement with hot rods at a very early age. He worked with pedal cars and often was good at taking them apart, but would find out that he didn't have all the parts that he wanted to put them back together, and claim that they were good custom hot rods. He has been the chairman of the Autorama for 17 years, judging supervisor for the ISCA car show circuit for over 30 years, one of the first members of the SAGS car club, and for 50 years is still active in that club. He has also worked for the NSRA and Good Guys Association, doing various art layouts and jobs for them. Again, with great pleasure, and this has been a long time coming, he really deserves this. The newest member of the Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame, you may not know by the name William Ellis, because we all know him as Mickey. Congratulations. Mickey says that he's honored to receive the award, and he's just glad it wasn't a posthumous award. Thank you. Okay, once again, we're happy to have the permanent display of the Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame in the main foyer of the Maverick Center. If you're in the neighborhood, you should stop in and see the great presentation and the names of all the inductees that have been put into the Utah Hot Rod Hall of Fame there.
My name is Dave Kindig. I'm the owner of Kindig Design here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I've been very fortunate to make many friends that have been around the shop, clients, friends, and of course friends / employees. So we would like to introduce Kevin Sheely, my #1 guy, trusted with millions of dollars worth of cars for all his hard work. I could never replace you, my friend, and I promise I'll take your advice and never fire you again, because you already told me you'd show up the next day and beat up your replacement. So we're going to take it easy on that guy. Thank you.
Dwayne Ashby, come on up. Because Dwayne's been bringing cars here for years and years, and we really appreciate Dwayne and everything that he's done, and he's got such a great collection of cars, we would like to present him with one of the UVU coats for this year, and I tell you, thank you for bringing your collection. Ardell Brown, would you please come up? And anybody that's had anything to do with hot rodding in the state of Utah knows this gentleman right here. Has either bought a motorhome or a car or whatever from him, or anything to do with hot rods. And if you guys haven't seen his ranch, you need to go see his ranch. He's got one of the biggest collections of cars I've been in a long time. And he does the same thing every year. He supports us very, very much so. And we appreciate Ardell for everything he does, and we would like to present you with the coat to Ardell. Ed and Wendy Jones. We need you front and center. Ed and Wendy Jones. Jelly donuts. Did everybody get a chance to try some of the jelly donuts they have there? Ed and Wendy have been in drag racing since I think, the 60s?
Yes.
With the nice little 68 Nova that we used to drag race with. Ed and Wendy have been doing this for so many years, and they are such a great supporter of drag racing and showmanship